the Mad God first launched on June 20th, 2011. Since the game has been released, there have been numerous versions of exploits and cheats players have found and sold for their own personal gain. In today's video, I'll be going through the whole timeline of cheats in Realm the Mad God in every era of the game. But before I go ahead, I do not condone the use of cheats in this game. It goes behind Decker's terms of service, and this is just to purely highlight current and previous issues the game has faced. Now, before I begin, here are some timestamps of every single realm category I'll be explaining. Now, I'd recommend watching the full video. I'll be explaining through time how the cheats have gotten better, have gotten worse, etc. Let's start with early Flash era hacks. Realm at this stage of its life, with cheat clients still in its early development stages, didn't have many issues with the game breaking hacks we know today. The game, while still mostly a browser, later on became a Flash game, where hacking became noticeable. Hacks such as duping was very apparent in this game. Clips will be shown throughout this video of how duping kind of escalated over time. And also during the early days of Realm, a player under the name SWATSec managed to get an admin account under the name RBitZZ, and during this period, O2s were being spawned in the Nexus. He massacred hundreds and hundreds of characters, and in the end, Kabam had no choice but to shut down the game servers and shut down their website, and in exchange, they gave a lot of players their characters back, and very generously gave loads of character slots for each character killed, some players accumulating up to 10 for the incident. 2014 to 2018 period where we saw an increased amount of hack clients become available. The hacks included are Auto Nexus, Auto Dodge, Multi-Box, and botting. The most obvious botting even to this day still exists, with Realm stock adverts occurring in both in the Nexus and in the Realm. To explain Auto Dodging is a client basically used to script the game, and every shot that comes your way, the client would automatically dodge it for you. So you could realistically not even be at your computer screen, and you'd still be dodging your shots. Multi-Boxing refers to a player with numerous accounts to keep buffs on at all times, and or to also kill enemies numerous times. Clips of this is very common, and you can see this pretty much every single day. Again, in the family party, they tend to no-clip and nuke bosses to finales. And finally, Auto Nexus refers to a cheat where a player gets hit for a certain amount of damage, and they automatically Nexus. Now, early stages of Auto Nexus weren't very reliable, but in today's day, it is so free. Like, you can set your client to like 200-300 HP, it'll automatically go. And nowadays, to be fair, it's very hard to die with if you're using cheats. Players use numerous amounts of cheats at the same time. But out of the list, Auto Nexus is the one that greatly improves. Early Auto Nex clips is very hard to come by, so please, if you have any, send them to my Discord, link in the description. I'd be very interested to see what it looked like. Now, in 2017, there was an incident labelled the 4000 account hacked. Now, a popular hack client replaced their cheats with a malware, allowing players to access thousands of accounts, and mass account wipes occurred. People were killing characters, releasing pets, just dropping items, trading them away. Footage to this day is still very rare, so if you have it, please send it to me. Now, the Godlands looks something like this, and players were unable to retrieve any items back due to the client being installed from a third-party website, and there's no point putting a ticket in because you'd have to admit they're using a cheat client and you'd get banned instead. Now, in this period, a lot of players did go to the private server Revenge of the Fallen, or Rotmg, and for a little small while in 2017, there weren't many very hackers. The game did see depleted numbers. Ta-da! Now let's move over from 2020 to present day Realm. We saw Decker introduce a brand new client to make the game better in their eyes. However, developers of cheaters managed to, since very early on, get a new build of all their hack clients and made them way more advanced. Although no new cheats have been made yet, the community grew immensely. Even to this day, Decker still have issues with, again, the family party create completely botted accounts with their own Discord to promote through their runs in the party system. Decker, however, have made their stand against this and have increased ban waves with these accounts, so I wouldn't recommend going into the runs. But present day hacks now in Realm are so advanced that Deca themselves are even struggling to stop this at this current time. Now, as previously mentioned, the auto nexus, the auto dodged, and the multi-boxing have increased immensely to the point now that players will just rather just make a new account and just do it all over again. And it's, in my opinion, kind of sad to see. But, hey, every game has their own cheaters. Realm has a cheating problem. It's just depressing, isn't it? Now, this does conclude every cheat in Rotmg's history. I like to encourage players not to use any of the cheats provided in this video, as it is still against terms of service, and increased ban waves have happened, and those involved with cheaters are now getting banned. So you may be as prod as you want, but if you're running duped keys, accounts just killing, insta-killing everything, you will be banned. Now, there is communities such as WASD where are completely hack free, so if you'd like to join, please message me on Discord. I'll do my checks. Very limited spots. And again, have a good day. If you want a certain video to be posted, a new guide, a new how to play a character, please let me know. Enjoy your day and stop cheating.